Welcome to a new episode of Wit, Grit, and No Bullshit with your girl Sin City. Today I'm excited. Today we got our first guest coming in. His name is Joel. He is a really good friend, dear friend. And I'm excited to have him on today and to have him as a guest. Joel is a streamer, so he gets paid to stream and play video games for a living. And some kids think that's cool and it's all hype and fun and games, but I wanted to have him here so he can tell you what the real deal and what the life is like as a streamer. So I'm excited to get him on, and he should be joining us shortly. But yeah, I'm excited to have him here. Hopefully he gets the link and can come in, and we'll see how it goes from here. But excited to have my first guest on. Joel and my husband have been friends since they were kids. And he's a really good friend of ours, and he's been a part of our lives for many years. So definitely a good person, good dude, and really funny. And so you guys will get to see that yourselves. But yeah, like I said, he's actually in the middle of a game right now, so he's gonna pop in when he's done and join in. But and then I will let him tell you guys about himself and how long he's been gaming and all of that. And for those of y'all that don't know, that watch my podcast or watch any of my other content, I do game too, but I am not an avid gamer like my husband and his friends. But I do game. You can see my PS5 right here. Also, for any of you guys out there that are watching the draft, like, what do you guys feel right now? How do you feel it's going for you and your team, whatever your team is? Obviously, you can see my team is the Saints. Today I watched video highlights of all of the players we picked up so far, and I just saw a few seconds ago that we made a trade and picked up somebody else. So now I'll be doing research after the pod to look into who this player is. So far, I'm pretty excited. We picked up Jordan Tyson. I'm pretty excited about that kid, not gonna lie. Number one, just his drive, his passion for the game. And then when you get emotional like he did, that lets you know they're humble and that they're ready and they want it. And his brother is also in the NBA. But yeah, I'm excited about him. And then I saw we picked up a guy named Christian last night, and I think he is a defensive tackle out of Georgia. And then we picked up another kid out of Georgia as well. I think he was a tight end, I'm pretty sure. And I watched some of his interview that they did with him already. And then I just saw we picked up somebody else. So pretty excited. Hopefully we are building in the right direction, and building around our quarterback and who we think will be our quarterback going forward. So I'm pretty excited. Hopefully we do better this year, because last year was very disappointing. Not to say that the Saints haven't been trash before, but once you got the taste of a Super Bowl, and then we just went to shit after that. So but it is what it is. Also, NBA Finals. This is really the only time I start watching the NBA, to be honest with you. Once we get to the finals, that's when I want to see what's happening, because I'm really not a team person. If I had to pick a team, I would probably pick the Thunder, but I have always been a player fan, and my favorite player before everything that just happened with him, Chris Paul, was by far my favorite player, and before that was AI, and and why am I brain dumping now? Penny Hardaway. Those have been my 3 favorite basketball players growing up. And so right now I have to say I'm pretty locked in with the Thunder. That's also because I lived in Oklahoma for 5 years when they first came to Oklahoma, and used to go to their games and watch them. Obviously that was before KD did us dirty and bounced out. So if I had to pick a team, it'd be Thunder, which my husband and son can't stand. And I think that's why I love them even more. But they are big LeBron fans, so last night, obviously, they were hype, losing their minds over what was happening last night in the game. This man's 41, and he's out there playing like he's 25. Like, everybody that hates him and do not want to see LeBron succeed, you can't tell me the level he's playing at right now is not crazy to watch. Y'all can save all that hate for somebody else. But yeah, watching everybody and their reactions to how he played last night was crazy. And he's doing it without Luka and without Austin. Yeah, y'all can keep all the hate to yourself. Also, Kehlani's album dropped, and I got it in the mail yesterday, so I've been listening to it this morning before I went and got my hair done, and then since I got home. Also, y'all already know Iceman, May 15th. Hella excited. My husband is hating per usual. Y'all already know he's a K-Dot fan and a Drake hater. I don't even know how we've made it this long in our marriage with the amount of hate that he spews out. I think he's just jealous, for my love for Aubrey. It'll be alright. He'll get over it one day. But my love will never part unless they come up with some actual dirt that is real on him, and then I'd be like, all right, now you got okay, all right. But yeah, it's not going anywhere. So he has been on a roll the last few days, talking shit, and that's just what it is. But yeah, I'm excited. May 15th, Iceman on the way. Let's go. Gang, 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 gang. But I'm hype as fuck. Like, I've literally been listening to Drake almost every day since the release date came out. I might have a problem, and I'm not afraid to admit it. It's alright. But yeah, so recapping the draft, it's going well. Hopefully it's going well for your team. I feel like it's going well for the Saints. The Commanders, in their first pick, they picked up Sonny Styles. With the name alone, the dude was destined for greatness. I'm just saying. I don't care what nobody says. With that name, his parents knew he was going to be somebody. That's how I feel about it. And obviously, my husband and my son and now my trader daughter are all Commanders fans. So they were pretty hype about the pick. I haven't really heard much about the other picks. That's the only one they kept talking about. And then obviously they have Jaden Daniels who, played for LSU. So I obviously like him and want him to be great. But yeah, that's all I'll say about that. And then obviously the playoffs. With Wemby being out, I don't know if y'all saw how he went down the other night. I was concerned for his safety, for real, because the way that baby slid across that floor and his head bounced at least 7 times across the floor, I was like, he don't need to come back for at least the next series if they make it too far, because that baby hit his head too many times on that floor when he went down, and I was like, and then the way he just laid there lifeless. Yeah. All right, guys, welcome in the one and only, the guy, the legend, the one I was just talking about, Joel. Hello. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for being our first guest. Excited to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so first of all, tell everybody about yourself.
Okay, hold on. I wasn't ready for all this quick. Well, 38, single, looking for a wife, and I'm in love with Nicole.
No, he's not. So tell them about your life as a streamer, what it's like.
Oh, well,
And don't lie, don't sugarcoat it. Tell them the truth of how you feel.
well, streaming is, it's tough for me because I'm older, and it's a younger game. So, trying to, I don't even know how to explain it. It's different because I have a different mentality than most of these kids. So
Yeah.
I can't really cater to that audience. So it's harder for me to grow, but it's something to do, I guess.
Yeah, but you've been doing it for how long now?
13 years.
Exactly. So you already know the ins and out of it, but now it's just harder because now you have all the young streamers out there that you're competing with. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of games are you playing?
Play Arc Raiders right now, which is like a shooting extraction game.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I'll play a little, fun games like Liar's Bar. It's like a card game, and we drink,
Yeah.
play it, and I disappear sometimes, but
What you disappear a lot. So how is it? Is it difficult to get sponsors in the streaming world?
So the way that works is you got to have like a lot of, I guess, interaction on your social medias. So let's just say your Instagram, for instance, like if you're posting like a story or something, or like posting this podcast, if you get, a couple 100,000, then sponsors will reach out to you, or you can reach out to them and then like fill out an application and tell them, hey, I got this many followers, this many likes, this and that. And they'll look into your social media and then give you whatever they have available.
Based on what they see on your social media.
Right. So it's like, say you're trying to sell a product, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather go to me that has, let's just say I have 100 followers, or Kevin who has 100,000 followers, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it is.
Okay. So what would you say is the hardest part about being a streamer?
I mean, I guess I don't think there's anything hard about it. It just depends on how you go into it. For me, it's never been about like trying to be the biggest. It's just trying to grow a community and then like turn that into a family.
Yeah.
And then that's what it's normally for me. But I mean, I guess if there's anything hard, I guess it's just trying to get more known.
Yeah.
But that's not really my
your goal.
thing that
Yeah.
I kind of like just being like on my own, like solo. So then I don't got to worry about shit. But I do encourage people to market and try to play and do other games and stuff like that.
Okay. Is there anything that about the streaming world that if you had the ability to change, you would?
I guess like more freedom of speech, because there's a lot of things you can't talk about on Twitch.
Yeah.
That I feel like would help a lot of people, because a lot like who Kai Cenat is, right?
Yeah.
So imagine like he's talking about something, let's see, like politics. You're not really allowed to talk about politics like that on Twitch, if I'm right. And he just has a big audience that he could reach with if he has something positive to say about it.
Yeah.
And he can't do that because Twitch will like demonetize him, ban him.
Yeah.
So just more freedom of speech.
Okay. Is there a streamer out there that if you had the opportunity to work with for any reason you would want to work with?
I wouldn't say a streamer. Maybe like, does it have to be a streamer?
No, you can even say like if there was a company you want to work with to sponsor you.
I mean, if there was anyone that I could collab with,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Ooh. I would say probably like Kid Laroi, Justin Bieber, Drake, because I love music.
Yeah.
And I would love to like maybe like make a song or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So.
Obviously, I roll with the Drake response.
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm Team Drake all the way too. Trust.
I was just telling them how much your boy is a hater before you got on.
Yeah, Kevin is he's the number one hater. Drake, he just hates. He hates all good music.
I think it's more of he's jealous of how much I love him,
He can have Kendrick, that little leprechaun. Just kidding, okay. I love Kendrick. He's good.
Is there anything that, if you had to put a message out into the world, that you would like to put out there? And it could be in regards to anything. Just like, if you had to leave one lasting message to the world, what would it be?
Oh man, that's a good question. I would always just say, stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Never change for anyone. Never, like, you know, always try to be, what's the word, complacent.
Mm-hmm.
Because nowadays, like, everyone they always try to, like, one up other people. And it's just, like, it turns people, you know, what's the word? Just be yourself, stay true, and, you know, money, fame, and all that is not...
Everything is cracked up to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I would also say that I think the biggest thing that I see, especially about a lot of young people, and we were talking about this last night, is people get too comfortable in whatever circumstances or situation they're in, and they don't want to elevate or go to the next level.
Right.
And so just trying to be yourself, yeah, but also don't be happy with being where you're at. Always try to elevate and grow and go to the next part or next stage of your life. Is also a big part of it.
No, that's huge, especially like if you're in a relationship. Like, you know, you don't want to be just waking up 9 to 5 and then go home and then, you know, fuck off, right? So yeah, I like that. That's good. Striving to do more.
Got to. And even when you're doing that, like, and I've always been this person that I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I compete with myself to be a better version of myself. And so, like, especially like during our time in the military, people would be like, "Oh, why are you always trying to get people to go out and do these things with you in these events?" Because I want them to grow with me and bring people with me to the top. There's no point in me just getting there and not having other people. And people got to come after me. Like, I'm not going to be here forever. So you always got to bring the person under you up to get to the level you're at. So,
of course. It's always better when you have somebody with you when you do it.
Yep. Because the top gets lonely, man.
What they say. Little Wayne said, what is it? He's almost at the top. Heaven's only right above him or something like that.
Oh, well, he's always up there anyway because he's high majority of the time. So
he is definitely on a cloud, floating for a little bit. So,
you got any questions for me?
I mean, I got a million. It's just if you have the time.
You're so special.
What are we doing tonight?
Oh, you already know it's Sipping Saturday.
Oh, how was last night? I talked to Kevin for a little bit, but he was.
Oh, it was all right. It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time. You know, your boy was litty, as usual, and
I gotta say, hold on, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
And being his wild, crazy self per usual.
Yeah, that's why we love him, though. But we gotta talk about the dispensaries of the mouthwash things, but.
Yeah.
Alcohol is in that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was in y'all's house.
Yeah. Yeah. I sent him a video on TikTok about it, or Instagram, one of them, and he was like, "What? You can do that?" And I was like, "Apparently." And then that was his goal to get those, and so he sent me that for Christmas, and I sent it to my mom because I was like, "I am not contributing to your delinquency." And so I sent it to my mom, and she bought all of them for him, and I was like, cheese and rice. Yeah.
That's the best gift ever.
Yeah, he loves it.
It's easy. I don't know how he's not drinking every day.
Yeah, he loves it. He just walks up there, puts the little cups, he sets it to how much he wants it to fill up.
So the last time I was just like, damn, can you get any richer, you know? I'm over here drinking, you know, fucking piss water, and you guys got dispensaries of all the high-end brand alcohol.
Nah, it ain't no higher. He got Fireball in there. That shit is not high-end, bro.
That shit, yeah, that's... Still, no,
That's the epitome of piss water. I don't know. Hot
yeah,
piss water.
that shit gives me headaches.
Yes, every time. Wake up just feeling like someone beat the hell out of me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, this is fun.
Yeah,
How long are we on doing this for? Just curious.
we got probably about 10 more minutes, give or take. We can go longer, but
I ain't doing shit. I got a stream, but I got nothing to do.
yeah. I do appreciate you being our first guest. It means a lot for you jumping on here and spending time with me. Well, I know it's because I am who I am, but
You're her. You are her. You know what I'm saying?
But I do have another question for you.
What's up?
So, obviously, you said in the beginning that you're single. What is it that you look for in a potential woman?
Well, kind of like what you just said about, never be like complacent and trying to just like level up.
Yeah.
Finding somebody with like ambitions is always good.
Yeah.
Obviously loyal. You got to be able to have a conversation. And just.
Does she have to know how to cook?
No. I don't, I cook and clean by myself, so it don't matter to me. I don't look like, those like old school traits, like the wife in the kitchen, the husband goes to work, shit, nah. If somebody wants to live that lifestyle, that's cool, but like, it doesn't bug me. As long as they're ambitious and, they work hard and they understand to take care of their mental, their body, and just, as long as they're not boring.
Yeah. So, with streaming and being on social media, I know sometimes it can get tough, especially because people are keyboard warriors everywhere right now. Does that come into issues for you? Does that give you any stress or mental health strains from having to deal with the things that people say on, your content?
So the first time that I've actually been, attacked was a couple years back. I got a DUI when I was 25. Someone like found the picture, found out where I lived, because obviously you can look up someone's name. You can just type in their first and last name and all their shit.
Yeah.
If they've done something is there. Anyway, they made like a Twitter account with that picture of my DUI. And it was like spamming random people, that I knew, my family, friends, people on the internet and the community of the game that I played. When I first saw it, I was like, what? It made me, I don't know how to say it, but it gave me a little bit of anxiety because they knew where my family lived. I didn't give a fuck about me, right?
Yeah.
When that happened, I was just, I told my mom, I was like, hey, they found out where we live or I live, and, if something happens or someone calls, it's just fake. And I felt more bad for, my family than me. It doesn't bug me that much when people talk shit and make fun of me because, I don't care about others' opinions. I know
and Kevin talks shit about you every day, so you're kind of used to it at this point.
I did the thing is this, and I tell my child all the time, it's like, I love more negativity than positivity.
Yeah.
When it comes to me, because when people hate on me and talk shit and try to put me down,
it means you're doing something right.
I'm doing something right.
Yep.
So, but it does for me. It did a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But I've seen, I've talked to people who stream and they're afraid to go live. They're afraid to. Talk about it because they don't want to breathe more air into
the situations.
Done. Yeah, it scares them. So,
did you ever find out who was behind it?
No. It just like I said, you can literally type in your name and then, or anyone could do it, and they can just find out so much shit about you, and then they can mask their IP, make fake accounts, and then just spread it.
Yeah. You don't.
So I got swatted once. I wasn't in the house when it happened, but I got a call from my ex's girlfriend's mom, and she was like, "Hey, Joel, the police came in at like 4 a.m., knocked down the front door, came through the window, knocked down the back door, and they were saying that like you were holding someone capture or whatever." And I was like, "No, like nothing, no, none of that. I wasn't even in the house. I didn't even live in the house. Because they had rented the house out, and they felt like because the police report was like I was in the house, had people captured or like tied up and shit." And so
that's crazy.
That was probably the scariest shit ever. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the thing about social media and the internet that I don't like is the fact that people can use information against you or go find, like when you see all the time people are getting doxxed over stupid shit, and I'm just like, what is the reason? Like, what is the point of you doing that? Like, I get if the person is a terrible human being and has done stuff to people, okay, and still even then I still wouldn't do it. But I just don't understand the rationale behind let me send law enforcement to someone's house or let me start posting. Even like the people who pretend to be people for money, to act like they're them to get money, I'm like, it's just eventually you're gonna get caught. Someone's gonna know you're not that person. Like it just doesn't make sense.
Some people just have. I always think of that. It's like how do I say it? Like their upbringing.
Yeah.
Like maybe their mom or dad wasn't there for them, and then they just lock in with the wrong crowd, and then just sit in their room, fucking dark on the computer, and like fucking let me pull up someone's name and try to ruin their life.
Yeah, let me make someone else miserable because I'm miserable.
I'm miserable, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that. Kevin didn't tell me any of that stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was.
And I hate that happened to you because, I think that would have put me in a dark place. That probably would have made me leave social media for a while and not want to stream and especially putting my family at risk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I was living with my pop over here when it happened, and like again, if they were to do it when I'm by myself, like now that I have my own place, like I don't care. But like, I was afraid because he had the kids. All the kids were still young in elementary school, and I didn't want like anything happen to his kids or him. You know? So that's what scared me the most.
Yeah.
So, but for anyone who does stream or like does a lot of social media, like just call like your local police station and be like, "Hey, my name is Joel. I live here, and I have been swatted." Most places already know now like what all that is, and you can just tell them that, and then if anything ever happens, they're like, "Oh, yeah, this guy streams," so
they have records of it.
Yeah, so they just have a little heads up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, well, I appreciate you for being here today, for being our first guest. I plan to have you back.
Yeah, let me know.
And I plan to have a live episode, which will be even more dope to have you on here for one of those episodes as well. Once again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being honest and sharing what it's like for you as a content creator, streamer. And hopefully, we get some comments and be like, who's that? What's his number? Let me holler at your boy.
Maybe. We'll see. Well, thank you for having me, and I appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate you being here.
Of course.
All right, that will end this episode of Wit, Grit, and No Bullshit with your girl, Sin City. Until next time, love, peace, and fish grease. I'm out.
Love y'all. Thank you for having me.